Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Pompeii. It is May 65 AD, and Nero is the Emperor of Rome. I am Cato Claudius, and I run the Claudian School of the Bellator in Pompeii. Maximus is my man-alone hero. Solid durability, very good with the dangerous trident and net combination. He leads my mob during mob events with Julian, the Greek Xerxes, and the African Oluwale. The last man events feature Julian, Xerxes, Oluwale, and Crassus. It is 85 AD, May, the festival of Lemuria. 1 year after the Great Fire in Rome, Nero blames the Christians to obfuscate rumors he burned Rome himself. 4 criminals and 6 Christians are to face their fate on this 3-day festival. I hate festivals. They tend to cost one every man in the stable. Claudius, grandfather. Lemuria is to pacify the spirits of the restless dead. It is a 3-day festival, and we are at home in Pompeii. May 9th, day 1, will be my man alone, Maximus, versus 4 criminals. On the second day of the festival, the 11th, it'll be my mob versus an elephant with rider and 3 Christians. And on day 13th, the final day of the festival, will be the last man event. It'll be Gregorius of Rome and 3 Christians. So this could be over very quickly for us. If, of course, I lose any man, I have 3 coins available. Plus any kills that my guys accumulate to hire immediately promoting other slaves in the school up to finish the festival. So again, my grandfather Claudius hated festivals because it could literally decimate my heroes. So here we go, folks. Day 1. This is the man alone event. So it'll be my man, Maximus, with his trident and net versus criminals with an odd assortment. There are 4 criminals, an odd assortment of 9 through 12 can be any weapons, but in the book it would be 9 through 12, I believe, is ball and chain. However, they would be odd assortments of weapons, from daggers to spears and they defend themselves on a roll of 11. This, folks, is going to be remarkably dangerous. If I roll 9 through 12 on this first engagement roll, they will kill. These criminals will surround and kill Maximus. Maximus needs a roll anything other than 9 through 12, or Maximus will be murdered in quick time. So my hero, the man alone, could lose it all right here. This game is simple. Every turn you roll simple 2d6. The sum of those numbers tells you exactly the action during that event. So a man alone event is 8 turns. So my man Maximus has to defeat these criminals, or at least survive through 8 turns to at least come away. Obviously, the odds that he's going to be killed just in any roll are very high because he's outnumbered, and you'll see how this works. So this is very dangerous, of course. Cato Claudius, of course, I'm in the business of running a school and doing this. But the reality is, festivals, when you have yet to build up your inventory of soldiers, of gladiators, this could decimate me when I only have 3 coins in my pocket. All right, I do not mention doing things like this in the book. The book implies that you would take this same crew and travel to face one of your opponents. Obviously, you can set up your own city and your own school, and of course host festivals like this. So I thought I would do my tutorial showing, if you know some history, you do some research. You don't have to. You can just set up events like a sporting event. But I love the history of Rome and of this period. So, all right, turn 1. And I'm trying to delay this because I'm worried if I roll a 9 through 12, that's it. It's over. Maximus will be surrounded and cut down by criminals. Here we go. And the roll is a 7. That is going to be a kill for Maximus. So turn 1, Maximus kills he's still not out of the woods yet, folks, a criminal. Okay, turn 2. So we got turn, just like that, turn 1 over. The others, again, we roll once. So every combatant in the ring, that die roll will tell you whether they are being killed, whether they are they are defending themselves, or whether they are being attacked. So Maximus manages to roll a 7, which falls in his range of 7 and 8. So I have to roll a 7 and 8 for Maximus to kill a criminal. All activations do 1 point of damage to the enemy. So we are down. A criminal is down. There are 3 to go. They can still, in one good roll, could still kill Maximus in one roll. So if this next roll is 9 to 12, sadly, Maximus will have earned me a coin, but he will die. And it is a 9. That's it. Maximus will fall. Maximus is killed by swarming criminals. And there it is. Maximus dies, but I earned a coin for 1 kill, so I got a coin, which I'm going to have to turn around and spend to replace. So you're basically going to be in a war of attrition. Very often you'll lose and have to start over. But there's a good chance you can earn coins doing these kind of events right here, where you try to face criminals and things like that, animals, instead of another school. So that's it. That's the first event. So the first event, now remember, there'd be other events. There would be circus. There would be all kinds of other events. But all I'm concerned about at these festivals is what my school, my gladiator school, is doing. So turn 2 is over. I lose Maximus. Maximus now is KIA. KIA, killed in action. We'll have to get us a new, which means my mob now, I'm going to have to put Crassus up, or I'm going to have to spend those coins to hire somebody. So we have a day off between, so day 2, which is the 11th. I won't do this whole event probably. This is a 12-turn event, the mob. And this would be mob versus, and this is cool, this is the rider and elephant. So this would be an elephant rider with a spear and a charging elephant. And he, though, has only the help of 3 Christians. And Christians are basically there to be slaughtered, but they are handed a rake or a shovel or a dagger or a spear, and they're sent out there to survive. And of course, if they're meant to survive, they'll survive and be freed. If they die, well, then they will be martyrs to the Christian cause. Okay, so turn 1. And I'll say turn 1 here. All right, so what I need to do, because I've lost Maximus, he has been killed in action for my mob, I need to promote Crassus, who's a 1. The elephant and rider alone are incredibly dangerous. The elephant and rider, you can look them up in the book. These are the, you can create your own too, but the book just lists what are called non-action creatures. But you can use them to round out your own festivals. Where's my non-action creatures? You'll understand what the non-action means later. Here it is. So a rider and elephant is a durability of 5. They do damage on 4, 5, and 6, and they defend themselves on a 10. So we have Crassus would defend himself on a 3. He would do damage on a 6 and 7. So I love the 6 and 7. I think I'm going to have to hire somebody in the off, or actually promote somebody. But to promote somebody, I'm going to need to hire somebody. So I can roll up another one. I have 4 coins. I don't want to be totally broke. So I think what I'm going to do is we're going to have to come down here and replace Maximus. And I'm going to replace him with 2 durability. So again, you don't have to roll durability, but I will have to roll the other 2. And we're going to call this Titus. He will be worth 2, so that's going to bring my coins here before the second event down to 2. Let's find out what kind of weapon he prefers. 3, he prefers a ball and chain. Okay, 9 and 12. No, and that does not refer to a spouse, right? And his defense is 2 net. Hallelujah. So it's a pretty good defense. Wow, a ball and chain and a net. All right, now one of these guys, Julian Xerxes the Greek or Titus will be promoted probably to my man alone, depending on how this fares, or I'll end up basically screwed. If this festival goes the way I think it's going to go, I will be bankrupt or almost out of business, right? So turn 1, let's just go ahead and do turn 1. Very simple. We make a roll. So remember, here I had rolled a 7. And here I rolled a 9. So that's your engagement roll. So here, what do we roll? It's going to be a 5. So we rolled a 5. So we got to come up here and look. Does the 5 score a hit for any of my men? Julian would get a kill. That's it. So Julian would get a kill. And I don't think the Elephant Rider's hurt. Let's take a look. The Elephant Rider has a defensive 10, so I could damage the Elephant Rider. Oh, but the Elephant Rider also scores a hit. The Elephant Rider will go after, he'll go after Alawale. So Alawale will be killed in the first turn. So Alawale killed. And remember, it's simultaneous. So if he happened to have a 2 through 6 or whatever, he would score a kill or a wound before he dies. Alawale by Rider, by Elephant Rider. So maybe he was trampled right out of the gate. It comes running out with Christians following, and it just tramples Alawale to death. And fortunately, we're going to see, who was that? That Julian. Julian will damage. And Julian, I think I got that spelled right. Julian damages elephant. So he cuts the rider elephant as he tramples Alawale. So we got the elephant down to 4, but unfortunately, we're still in trouble. The Christians, you'll notice, only score a kill, damage on a 2. They are very much not, again, they would very much not want to hurt or kill anybody, as they are, people of God. However, they wouldn't be completely adverse to protecting themselves, I'm sure. So they have to roll a 2 to have a chance to do any damage. That's turn 1. Okay. Turn 2. We've already lost a man. It's going to be 8. So I rolled an 8. So we go up here and we funnel it, right? 8. Oh, good. So Alawale's dead. So Alawale would do damage here, but he's dead. So I've lost the chance to do damage. Maximus is also dead. So I would have had 2 people go down, or I'd have them cause 2 damage to the elephant if they were alive. Unfortunately, they're both dead. So no one in my arsenal does damage. For them, 2 through 8, so their elephant does no damage, and the Christians do no damage. So this is what's called a no action. So they run, and they circle each other, and they try to get in position to attack each other. But right now, you can imagine this elephant came charging out, trampled Alawale to death, while Julian stabs the elephant. And then it breaks everything, like it's kind of like a billiards. They shoot the ball out, and then everybody runs for cover and tries to get away from this charging elephant. No action. So here's the thing about no action. If there are 3 no actions in a row, the administrators of the arena will release randomly one of these other creatures into the ring to liven up the action. Okay. So turn 3. What is our engagement roll? 10. Okay. This is going to be good for us, I think, though. So 10, their rider elephant does no damage. However, it's defended. So we cannot hurt the rider and elephant with this roll. The Christians cannot hurt us. So we're safe. But what do? We do have Titus. So Titus will kill a Christian. And it has to be a Christian because the elephant cannot be damaged on this turn. Titus kills a Christian. And that avoids, that resets our warning for a no action addition, right? So Titus, so this is going to immediately earn us a coin. So thank God we got a coin. Good job, Titus. Titus was just brought up from the school thanks to Maximus' death. So Titus may prove to be my future man alone. All right, Titus. Okay, turn number 4. 7. This would have been Maximus, but he's dead. And it will not be. Oh, Xerxes is going to get a hit and a kill. 7 again. So we're going to get Xerxes. Actually, I'm gonna hit the elephant. Damages elephant and rider. By the way, elephant and rider is 5 damage. So we've damaged it twice. We're not scoring any coins there. I could have killed a Christian, which would give us coins. The problem is, if we don't bring this thing down, it's going to be the last man standing, right? So Xerxes kills the elephant. Damages the elephant. We have any other 7. Xerxes, Alawali's dead. Titus can't reach him. Maximus is dead. Okay, for them 7, no. No damage, and the Christians do damage only on a 2. So how about that? We are winning this. You can see this now as we're circling this elephant, trying to bring it down. We need another 7 roll, baby. 5. Okay, so this 5 is not good for us. Alawali killed by the elephant, right? So the elephant now will kill Alawali down. I think the elephant would probably... Oh, Crashes is not in this one. I was going to say we'll kill Crashes. But Alawali, so he's going to damage... Xerxes hurt him. So it'll be since he attacked the elephant, the rider damages Xerxes. Okay, we rolled a 5. No defense. The Christians defend themselves. So we can't harm a Christian here, right? But we can harm the elephant on a 5. Who would that be on a 5? Well, that would be Julian. So Julian will damage the elephant again. Julian damages the rider elephant. Again, it's the same thing. Wow, you know what's good about that? That's 3 points against the elephant. The elephant and the rider are killed in 2 more. If we can survive to kill it, that will be an excellent battle here in the second day of the tournament. So we've only earned 1 coin, but fortunately we have earned a coin. We have lost. Xerxes is hurt, and Julian has damaged the elephant for the 2nd time. Okay, turn 6. 7. Hallelujah. We needed that. Xerxes will damage the elephant again. And you'll start to see a pattern. As you play, it'll get a little easier to do this, because you'll know who does what. Damages the elephant again. Man, so we are hacking at this elephant. And meanwhile, 7 for them is no attack. Neither the Christians engage, nor can the rider or the elephant engage. So we hit the perfect roll there, and we're about to bring this elephant down, or this elephant and rider down in turn 7. Alawali was killed. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 more damage against the elephant rider. We will have dispatched the most dangerous piece of this, and then all we have to do is kill the Christians before time runs out. Okay, turn 7 is 9. Not good. 9 is going to help us. That's going to be Titus, I believe. Titus, yep, ball and chain. So Titus and 9 does not protect the elephant, does not protect the Christian. So this would be a chance for us to bring the elephant down. Yeah, Titus will turn on the elephant, kills the rider and elephant. And 9 for them, no damage in retribution, and the Christians do no damage. Son of a gun, that's going to give us 4 coins now. Hot damn. And all we got to do now, before time, well, not before time runs out, time can run out at least, but is we have to find a way to slay these Christians. I can't believe it. We're going to win this. I really thought we were going to be wiped out here. And 6. 6 is going to be Julian killing a Christian. And Xerxes will be killed. So 6 and 6. I'm going to be killing 2 of these remaining Christians, unless they can block it. Nope, their defense is 5. I rolled a 6. So it's going to be Xerxes and Julian. Julian kill 2 Christians. That's going to give us 2 more coins. So we're up to 6 already. And I think we may have won. There were how many Christians? There was a rider, an elephant, and 3. Yep, it's over. We've won. Holy cow, how about that? And when there is no last man standing here, no last man standing bonus. So what happens is in anytime you have the last man standing in a mob or last man, you would get a 3-coin bonus. So if this battle had been truly remarkable and it was everybody died but one person, the governor of the region would have paid a bonus for that show. This was still a great show. The elephant comes roaring out, tramples Olawale to death early. Julian stabs the elephant. They all break up like billiard balls and they try to circle. Titus ends up killing a Christian. Xerxes goes in to fight the elephant. The rider damages Xerxes. Julian also fighting the elephant. Xerxes again hammering the elephant. And remember, Xerxes uses a spear, so it's a great, and shield. So it's a great tool against the elephant. Then Titus kills the rider of the elephant, bringing him down. And Xerxes and Julian then finish off the two cowering. I should say they probably drop to their knees, surrendering and praying to God as they are slain before the crowd. Day 1, they got to see criminals, which the crowd would not be thrilled with to see. There'd be some people in the crowd that know these people, these criminals who have been grabbed up and thrown into the... So there might be some people in the crowd cheering the criminals bringing down Maximus. So we lost our great hero. However, we have a brilliant day 2, and it has not earned us the big bonus. Too bad. The good thing about not having a last man standing is we only lost Olawale. So this festival has cost me my hero and Olawale. And again, day 3 will be last man. So we get a day off. This will be day 3. Last man. And why they call it last man is it goes so long, there's bound to be only one survivor. So remember, a man alone is 8 turns. Day 2 is 12 turns, so we were getting close to the time limit here. And last man is 16 turns. So there's a chance that you're going to end up with a last man bonus if you survive. So we have already lost. Olawale's been killed in action. We have earned, they did their job, though we earned some serious coins there. We earned 4 coins for 4 kills. And now we've got Julian, Xerxes, Crassus, and Titus. And I will not hire anybody else right now. We're going to go ahead and let Titus join the last man crew. He is a 2. He's 9 to 12. Turns out that 9 to 12 helped us. And he's got a 5 defense. Okay, last man. So last man is, again, this is usually this is going to be dangerous because we're facing a hero from Rome, Gregorius, the gladiator hero, a durability of 5, much like the elephant, and 3 Christians. So it's almost the exact same setup. But Gregorius does damage on 2 to 5 and it defends himself on a 4. So this is going to be interesting. All right, last man. This is going to be, day 3. Last man versus Gregorius and the Christians. Okay, come on, baby. We had a glorious day 2. I hope to God we have a glorious festival of Lemuria. Here we go, folks, wrapping up this amazing game. Again, this was a wrestling game for the longest time. I couldn't get it to work the way I wanted to, and then it dawned on me this would make for a great gladiator game. All right, here we go. Turn 1. The roll is a 4. Okay, this is interesting because that is going to be a hit for Gregorius. Damn it. Oh, and 4 is a defense of Gregorius. So Gregorius is going to get a kill or a damage. And by the way, you're healed up. So between, Xerxes suffered damage, but they will be doctored up between. So he can do damage to Julian, Xerxes, kill Crassus, or wound Titus. Well, he wants to end people. So it'll be Gregorius kills. So poor Crassus didn't even get a chance. Actually, he did. Crassus nope, he won't get a chance. We can't wound Gregorius because he defends himself on a 4. So he comes out in a 2-5 weapon. What is he wielding? He is wielding a hammer, with a net. So he comes out with a hammer and a net and drives the ball of that hammer right into Crassus's skull early. The crowd roars as he kicks the dead body of Crassus away. And then uses the net, swinging it about him to keep any attackers off of him. But we rolled a 4, folks, and let's see if any of our men do damage in a 4. Yes, Julian can kill a Christian. That's it. So the Christians defend themselves. We're going to go down here to our no events. Christians defend themselves on a 5, so they're not going to be able to. And it will be Julian hates the Christians, clearly. Kills a Christian. Okay, so that means we earn another coin without question. All right, so Gregorius kills Crassus. Julian kills a Christian. I think it was Julian. Let's double check that. With his Gladius and Curus. So Julian is turning out to be a stud here. Turn 2 on day 3 of the Lemuria festival of the Restless Dead. Oh man, what a game. 11. Okay, 11, I believe the Christians do no damage. They're not defending. Gregorius, whereas look at his stats, he's 2 through 5 and 4, so he's not safe. And we're going to have 11. Our last men, we have Olawale's dead, so he can't do damage. Crassus is dead. He cannot do... Oh, Crassus is dead. He can't do damage. And Titus does damage. Okay, so Olawale, we would have done 2 damage in this turn, but as it is, Titus is going to bring down someone. So Titus... Now we can wound Gregorius, which would be wise to start chipping away, or it might be now as the owner, would I want them to earn as much money as possible, even if they die? No, I'm going to have Titus try to survive, so we're going to have him damage. So again, I have strategically, I might have just earned a coin to kill a Christian. Even if we lose this, or Titus gets killed against Gregorius, I would at least earn money. But I want to try to keep my guys alive, and I want to have the last man bonus. So it'd be great if we can also win this and have the last man standing. We'd get a big bonus. So Titus damages Gregorius. So he sneaks in under the net and causes damage to Gregorius. Gregorius is now down to 4 durability. Turn 3. What a great festival this has been in Pompeii. 7. 7, the Christians do not do damage. They do not defend themselves. Gregorius on a 7 does not do damage, does not defend himself. So we have to hope that Julian, no. Xerxes, yes, he does damage. And Crassus could have, but it's just Xerxes. And Xerxes, so they circle on a 7. They circle Gregorius, and they now are coming at him from different angles. Gregorius, the crowd roars because Gregorius is a famous gladiatorial hero from Rome, and he's damaged again. Unfortunately, we're not earning money for that, but we might be the last man standing. And again, you got to decide. Last man standing earns you coins, but it also means you've been decimated. But because it's such a violent sport, that's part of it. You're going to lose gladiators. Don't fall in love with your gladiators. All right, turn 4. And right now, we are kicking butt. 9. 9 is, do the Christians do any damage? No. Do they defend themselves? No. Does Gregorius do any damage? No. Does he defend himself? No. 9, I believe, is Titus. Yes. So Titus is turning into a hero. Titus damages. So we have surrounded Gregorius again, and we are beating the shite out of Gregorius. Turn 5. And no one else in my stable can do that because Olawale is dead. So that 9 would have allowed us to do 2 points of damage. And by the way, Julian and Xerxes on a 9 would have been safe. It's pretty sweet. All right, here we go. Turn 5. 4. This isn't good. Gregorius already killed a man on a 4. So Gregorius is going to damage somebody. Is anybody hurt? No. We have been lucky that only one person... Gregorius killed Crassus, but no one else is injured. So Gregorius will damage somebody, maybe, but I rolled a 4. None of these guys are protected. Damn it. So he's going to damage Xerxes, because Xerxes, again, he's healthy, damages Xerxes. And we rolled a 4. That means he is protected. We cannot damage him. But we can kill a Christian. And who kills a Christian on a 4? Julian slay. So Julian kills another Christian. So Julian's chasing around Christians while Titus and Xerxes fight. So you can see how the narrative erupts. He kills Crassus. Julius chases the Christian down. Titus damages Gregorius. Xerxes damages Gregorius. Titus. So you can see, we know that Titus, Xerxes are surrounding Gregorius. And we know that Gregorius is fighting back as he's hurt, but Julian's still chasing Christians. And so he's cleaning up the Christians while the other two take on the giant. Unbelievable. You can just see how you don't have to have minis. You don't have to have a map. This draws a narrative map by rolling an engagement die. It's I hate to say it, it may be my best game engine for something like this. It's truly amazing. All right, turn 6. I hate to boast, but man, it is so elegant, so easy, and so exciting. 3. This is not good for us. Gregorius is going to bring down Xerxes. Damages Xerxes, kills Xerxes, excuse me. Kills Xerxes. Damn it. That's too bad. The Greek finally drops, although he did his due for us over the last 2 days. And Julian will wound Gregorius. That'll be Gregorius's 1, 2, 3. There'll be his 4th. So we almost have killed Gregorius. Julian and Helm. So he can't hurt. Well, he's dead already. Cassius is dead. So we couldn't defend ourselves there. But we do with 3. We do see Julian damage. Julian then, after killing a Christian, joins in the battle against Gregorius and damages him. And let's do our math, make sure I'm not missing anything here. Julian damages Gregorius. Okay. So, Gregorius has been damaged 1, 2, 3. This is the 4th one. So one more time and we will kill him. That would be brilliant. Okay, so Gregorius was surrounded by Titus and Xerxes. He fights back, defends himself, slays Xerxes on a 3 roll. Julian damages Gregorius. We need one more roll to kill Gregorius, I hope. 8. Okay, 8. Again, Christians do not do any damage. They do not defend themselves. Gregorius does not do damage, does not defend himself. And we have an 8. No, damn it. Julian. Oh, he's Xerxes, unfortunately. KIA now. Damn. Julian does not do damage. And Titus does not do damage. So now we're getting close to no action. And no action can be very dangerous for this group, as that means eventually they will turn out a creature to enliven up the show. It's going to be 8 again. Oh no, no action. You gotta be kidding me. Turn 9. If there's another no action, folks, that means there are creatures who will be unleashed upon the arena. And it's a 7. Okay, 7. Do the Christians do damage or defend themselves? No. Does Gregorius do damage or defend himself? He's a 2-5. No. And I rolled a 7. 7 would be... Oh, Xerxes is dead. Julian out of his range. Oh, Cassius is dead. And Titus not in close enough. You gotta be kidding me, folks. That's another no action, and this is bad. Because now we make a no action roll. This could be very bad. It's going to be 4 lion. A lion is pushed into play. Durability. 3, it just got that much more dangerous. It engages on an incredibly dangerous 2 to 7. And it defends itself on a 4. Oh my God, folks. This is going to end the game for everybody. Turn 10. Oh my God. Okay, here we go. No action. Lion enters the arena. So now the lion can attack anybody. 7, and he will. Oh my God, lion. Okay, so the rules state that the creatures will go after, the creature will first attack the weakest remaining combatant or the last damaged combatant. It's going to kill the Christian. So there goes an easy kill. Lion kills last Christian. So it goes bounding out of its gate and leaps through the air and kills the final Christian. 7 for us. Does that fall in? There's no more Christians left. Does that fall in for Gregorius? Gregorius, no. And no defense. And we have a guy with a 7? No. Shit. It's not a no action. Thank God the lion did something, or that would be another no action roll. Oh my God. The lion may end up waylaying everybody left. So it's chaos in the arena. 5. Oh my God. Damn it, Gregorius is going to lay damage on somebody. Gregorius. Gregorius has a... Do we have a 5? He can't hurt Titus. Titus defends himself with a net, so he will hurt Julian or the lion. The weakest. The rule is the weakest. The weakest would be Julian, because Julian is a 2. So he will damage... Julian. Damn, I hate that. But 5 is also our chance to kill. Julian kills Gregorius. And the crowd erupts as Julian brings down the giant from Rome in the last man. Oh my God. So guess what, folks? Who's left? Julian is left. Titus is left. Titus did not get a hit, but Julian did. He killed Gregorius with a 5th damage point. The lion also gets to go. The lion scores on 2 through 7. The lion then attacks the weakest. Guess who? Julian, and that'll kill Julian. Lion finishes Julian. Or did Julian already get damaged? No, Julian had never been damaged. And so basically, while Gregorius was cut Julian, he's bleeding. The lion turns and goes after the fresh blood as Julian scrambles away. The lion pounces. And now Julian, he managed to bring down the big man, but was hurt. And then the lion finished him off. So, folks, we are in the last man. Turn 12. Remember, 16 is the end. All that's left is Titus versus the lion. Unbelievable. Titus and the lion. This is not good. Titus. Oh, dang it. Dang it. Gregorius damages Julian. Opens a wound. Julian then slays Gregorius, and the lion pounces on Julian from behind. And because of this no action, we end up with a combatant. This would have been the end. And I would have had the last man. I would have got a bonus. I would have had the last man, Titus, and we would have earned a 3-coin bonus. As it is now Titus versus the lion, and this is not in our favor. 2 through 7, as the lion and Titus will eat 5. So we have to hope if I roll that 2 through 7, it's a 5, so we can defend ourselves. God, I have to roll high. I want to roll high, 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 high. Nope, 5. However, I think that's a defense. Yes, Titus uses the net to defend himself, and he does not damage the lion because it isn't in his range. Titus defends himself with the net. Oh, the crowd roaring as he's fighting for his life. He's hoping all I got to do is survive to 16, and we'll be the last man standing. Holy cow, here it goes. 11, yes! Titus will damage the lion. Unbelievable. Titus is a stud. I just brought this guy up after Maximus goes down, damages. So he uses the net to confuse the lion and then jabs it. 9 through 12 is, what weapon is that? It's the ball and chain. He brings the ball down on the lion's back. Lions down to 2. Unbelievable turn. Come on, we just got to hang in there till the end. Turn 14 is 7. No, shit. Titus the Lion damages Titus in a battle. Again, 7 means the Lion hits his range. What a brilliant debut of this game, folks. So where is the no action? There it is. The Lion does damage on 2 through 7. I rolled a 7. And Titus defends himself on a 5. So the Lion gets hammered by the ball on the back and then tears through with his claws through the net and hammers. Turn. The crowd is roaring as this has been a brilliant festival here in Pompeii for my school. Doing much for my school. Unfortunately, I may have nobody left. 4 and 5. Oh, yes! Titus defends himself. Titus defends himself with the net. Again, the crowd roars as Titus spins away and uses the net to tangle the Lion. It's the final roll. If the Lion hits, Titus has 1 damage. Titus will die. He has 1 left if the Lion hits. Come on, Titus. This is it. I mean, we're gonna, if we can avoid being hit, we're gonna at least survive. And it is 6. Nope. The Lion kills Titus on the final turn. The crowd roars. Titus has a defense of 5, but I rolled a 6, so he cannot defend himself. The Lion scores on a 2 through 7. And the crowd gets, the administrator of the Pompeii arena gets what he wanted. When it released that Lion, it said, we want more action. They're thrilled. I'm heartbroken because I lost all of my men. Unbelievable. This violent, all of them. But Titus put on a show. Oh my God. That was the final turn. Had he survived, folks, he would have been the last man. I would have got a 3-coin bonus. That's unbelievable. We got 9 coins. Though. Remember, I started this with 3. I made 6 coins. I'm going to have to spend coins now to replace. And again, I lost everybody. Julian dead. And Xerxes dead. I lost everybody. And Titus fought like a stud. Unbelievable. But again, what did the quote say? I hate festivals. They tend to cost one every man in the stable. Yep. And sure enough, a 3-day festival, it wiped out. Not only did it wipe out my whole crew, I had to hire during the festival, or I had to promote Titus into the arena. And his ball and chain and net was a hell of a show, though. God dang. So let's look it over. Maximus is killed quickly by swarming criminals. They just surround him. He kills one. While killing him, the other 3 jump him and bring him down and slay Maximus. The rider and the elephant was a brilliant battle as Alawale was trampled right out of the gate as the elephant came charging. Julian, though, stuck the elephant. They all regrouped on turn 2 and turn 3. Titus chased down and killed a Christian. Xerxes damages the elephant. The rider stabs Xerxes from the back of the elephant. Julian then damages again the rider and the elephant. Xerxes damages the elephant. Titus kills the rider and the elephant. Xerxes and Julian slay the final 2 Christians. And there was no last man standing as there were 2 men left, or 3 men left. So we survived that second turn. The second day mob battle was good for us. We had 3 men survive and we made we made all of our coins. The last man is tough because Gregorius was good. And we worked hard just to damage Gregorius. Meanwhile, normally these would be kills. The problem here, turn 7, 8, and 9, we were all circling, trying to decide what to do. The crowd was booing and thumbing down. And so the administrator released the Lion into the arena, and this changed the battle as the Lion immediately kills a Christian. That helps us. We don't score a coin for that, though. Gregorius hurts Julian. Julian stabs Gregorius, though, in a retaliation. The Lion then leaps upon Julian, finishing him off. It's then Titus against the Lion. Dang it. Titus defends himself with the net. Titus then stabs the Lion, or uses the ball and chain. The lion then gets through the net and damages Titus. Titus defends himself in turn 15. And the final turn, before they're about to blow the horns, and in this, the lion dives upon Titus to the roar of the crowd, the watching Titus go down in a heap, tangled in his own net as the lion feasts upon his corpse. And there it is, folks. That is, for those who are curious about this game, Bloodsport Gladiators. It is available in paperback. It's also available free in my Google Drive. This has been a brilliant festival of Lemuria. It is a festival in May in ancient Rome. It was to pacify the spirits of the restless dead, especially those who would haunt houses, ghosts who would haunt houses. We are in my home, where my school's at, in Pompeii. Nero is the emperor following the big fire in Rome. And, of course, we all know the fate of Pompeii in 79 A.D., my school, my owner will all be destroyed by Mount Vesuvius. But we still got 14 years before that happens. Thank you for watching, folks. This has been great fun. I talk about this in the videos when I talk about these games being fun. This is just the perfect example. What's so good about this is it's a single roll, and then you just check every combatant in one roll, and it makes for amazing matchups. What's very cool is you'll see how it unfolds. It starts to tell, you can see without maps and minis, without movement, you can see how Gregorius gets surrounded by Titus and Xerxes, right? It tells the tale for us, and it is amazingly fun. All right, everybody, have a fantastic week. Good day.